Hello, my name's Keith Chaska and I'm a meteorologist here at the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Great Falls. And today we'll be talking about the Skywarn Spotter Training Program. Here at the National Weather Service, we provide the public with weather, water, and climate forecasts in addition to warnings and advisories. Our main goal is to protect life and property while enhancing the nation's economy. During a typical year, the National Weather Service receives 76 billion observations. In addition, we issue 1.5 million forecasts in addition to 50,000 warnings. Unfortunately, a typical year also brings 500 deaths, 5,000 injuries, and $14 billion in losses in relation to weather. Here in Montana, there are 4 National Weather Service forecast offices. One in Missoula in the western part of the state. Here in Great Falls, our office serves the central part of Montana. Northeastern Montana is served by the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Glasgow. And finally, an office in Billings serves the southeastern part of the state. All 4 forecast offices issue local forecasts as well as official warnings and advisories. Here in the National Weather Service, we maintain important relationships with local, state, and federal agencies. We also solicit customer feedback on our products and services. And feel free to let us know if you have any opinions about our services, because here at the National Weather Service, we continuously want to improve our products as well as our weather services. Finally, we conduct community awareness and education programs, including this spotter training program, in addition to school programs for elementary school students and grade school students in general. We can't do it without you. Our storm spotters are extremely important, and in fact, you guys are our eyes and ears out in the field. Your timely and accurate observations complement our sensor data. For example, they help fill in the gaps in our Doppler radar network and also allow us meteorologists to confirm what Doppler radar or satellite imagery is showing. Your observations are also used to issue as well as verify weather warnings and advisories, and also add important detail to our warning updates. Finally, spotter data become part of the historical record. They're also used in media reports as well as research and training studies. As a spotter, there are many things that you should report. A high priority set of observations include tornadoes, funnel clouds, as well as rotating wall clouds. If you see hail, especially greater than 1/2 inch in diameter, you should definitely report that. In addition, winds greater than or equal to 60 miles per hour, flash flooding, as well as any weather-related damage are of a high reporting priority. Other important observations from our spotters include freezing rain, snowfall and rainfall amounts, as well as visibility less than 1 mile. As a spotter, it's important to remember the 4 W's. First of all, who? Please identify yourself as a trained spotter whenever you contact us. What? Please tell us what you're actually observing. Now, this can be tricky with funnel clouds versus tornadoes, as well as estimating wind gusts. Also include important details, including hailstone size and any damage or debris, among other things. The third W is when. Please provide the time at which the weather feature was observed. And finally, remember where. You should be as specific as possible with your location, and do your best to reference your direction and distance from the nearest town. Also, use interstate, state, or county road info, such as interstate number or the nearest mile marker. Here's a great example of how to report a weather phenomenon. This is John Jones, a trained spotter from Fairfield. That takes care of who? I'm on I-15, about 5 miles south of Conrad. That takes care of where? We have hail covering the ground, mostly 1/2 inch or smaller stones, but some are about 1 inch in diameter. Of course, that takes care of what? And finally, this just occurred and the storm is now east of the interstate. That takes care of when. When it's safe to do so, feel free to take a few pictures and send them to us. When reporting hail, please include a fixed measurement reference, such as a coin or a ruler. As a spotter, please be proactive and call us whenever you see severe weather or significant weather conditions. There are multiple ways in which you can reach us here at the National Weather Service in Great Falls. Our spotter hotline is 1-800-932-6694. You can also email us at tfx.spotters@noaa.gov. In addition, you can submit your storm reports at that web address shown toward the center of the slide. Here at the National Weather Service, we're also active on social media. We have a Facebook profile. You can also find us on Twitter at NWS Great Falls. And finally, we have a YouTube account as well. There are many different weather phenomena that I'd like to talk about today, and I'd like to begin with flash flooding, which is actually nature's #1 killer. First of all, ponding is somewhat different from flash flooding. Unlike flash flooding, ponding is essentially a large puddle of water that's typically greater than 1 foot deep, and it covers a roadway or some other location where a large amount of water should not be. If you see ponding, especially on a roadway, please report it to us. Flash flooding, on the other hand, is rapidly running water across a roadway or in some other location where it should not be. And typically, flash flood waters are greater than 6 inches deep. Flash flooding occurs quickly, and in fact it can literally happen in a flash. Flash flooding is a rapid rise of water on a stream or river, and it typically occurs within a few hours of a heavy rain event. Please remember to never walk or drive across flooded roadways. When you encounter a flood, turn around, don't drown. It only takes about 6 to 12 inches of swiftly flowing floodwater to knock you off your feet, and in fact it only takes about 12 to 18 inches of rapidly flowing floodwater to carry your vehicle away. If your vehicle stalls in high floodwater, abandon it if it's safe to do so. Otherwise, call 911 and the proper authorities will respond. Please especially be careful at night when you encounter floodwater, because it's hard to judge the water depth. In addition, you don't know if the sidewalk or roadway was washed away. In 2013, 53% of flash flood related fatalities occurred while people were driving, while another 14% occurred while people were walking. So it's important to remember, turn around, don't drown when you encounter a flash flood. Here's a video of a flash flood, and it clearly shows just how quickly a flash flood can arise as well as rise.
Espectacular, espectacular. Que viene, que viene. Sí, sí. Que viene, que viene. Mira qué ruidera. Ojo, que te bañará. Vine, corre, vine. Vine que encontrar. Mira per l'altre costat. Va, que salta, que salta, que salta. Ya salta, ya. Qué barbaridad. Ya está aquí, ¿no? Ya está aquí. No pase, no pase. No. Ya salta, ya. Aquell del cotxe volia ser valent. Ojo, mira, que barbaridad. Això d'un ginebra d'allà dalt.
Notice the motorist in the background does the right thing. They stop, and as a result, they don't drown.
Ah, caramba. Pues ne baixa d'aigua, Ne baixa d'aigua. Que barbaridad.